Hey guys, Tricline here on my Restoration Druid. I just posted a few new macros that work for the latest update, so I thought I'd show them for you. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste the macros. Or if you have the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse, and yeah, just choose the Modifier and their macros will go straight to your hot tab, or hot bar. Or go to the Actions tab and sift through all their macros and they'll go straight to your macro tab. I also have a link down below to all my other add-ons. Everyone always asks, so yeah, all the add-ons I use and all the macros in the video, you can find them in the links down below in the description. So the first macro I was testing was a Rejuvenation Mouseover, which looks like this. It looks complicated, but it's really not. I'll show you exactly how to use it. And if you want to put in a different spell, like your other heal, like a Healing Touch or some other spell, you can just switch out the spell here and it'll work, as long as it's a healing spell. Damaging spell would be a different type of macro. But so how this works is you have numerous ways to use it. If you have a single target with no Mouseover, it'll always go on your single target, just like that. Or let's say you want to keep your current target, but put a rejuve on someone else. You can do that by just mousing over them, and it'll go on them instead of your current target. And of course, you don't need a single target or anything like that. You can just simply mouse over people, put your rejuve on everybody. And it'll go on yourself if you have no single target and no Mouseover. It always will go on you. So there's like 4 or 5 different ways you can use it. So yeah, like I said before, just switch out the spell if you don't want to use Rejuve. You can use whatever you want. You can set up all your spells like this. It's a good way to, become more versatile with all your healing spells. Next macro is a Focus Wild Charge macro, which looks like this. /cast bracket target equals focus exists no dead wild charge. And if you want to switch this one out, you can just replace the spell here and here and keep that semicolon in between them. And unlike the last one, you can put whatever you want in here, damage or healing. And yeah, I usually use this for like Healing Touch and all my healing spells. I'm just using Wild Charge as a demonstration. But first thing you can do with it is if you just have a single target with no focus target at all, it'll always go off on your single target just like this. Well, let's say this orc back here is on my focus, and this guy's my current single target. Well, now that I do have a focus target, it'll always go off on my focus rather than my single target. So I'm focused on him. Well, I'm focused on him. I have him targeted, and it'll always go off on my focus rather than my single. So yeah, this is a really good macro for like your CCs, interrupts, a lot of your healing spells, damage spells, all that. Yeah, and if you want to get your focus on and off, I should have told you before, this is my focus. This UI is a little weird for most people. This is the focus. I should have probably told you that. But yeah, if you want to get that on and off people quicker, you can use this macro. And you'll be able to copy and paste this. I'll put it on the web page. And how this works is, okay, I have no focus right now. If I want to put anyone on focus, I can just simply mouse over them, put them on focus. Click it once, it'll put them on. Click it a second time, it'll take them off, just like that. So this guy's on my focus. If I want to put this guy, I just basically double click, like that, whoever I want. Or if this guy's my single target, I don't even have to like demouse him to take him off. I can just take whoever I want on and off. It's a really nice focus macro. I recommend just playing around with it because it can do a bunch of different things. Next up is a Stopcasting cat form macro, which looks like this. /stopcasting /cast cat form, and depending on like the update you're currently in, the current update we're in, this works good for just one. And it also depends on your latency, how many stop casting you might want to put in there. You might want to put multiple in there to make sure it goes off quick. But right now it works good for one. And also I'm using cat form because I'm indoors. You can use this for travel form or things like bark skin, stuff like that you want to do. If you want to stop your current cast and get something else off, like a damage mitigation or something like that. So how this works is a lot of times when people are casting something and they want to do something else, what they usually do is they'll, run or they'll jump to get off the other cast because like cat form's not gonna automatically stop. So here's my regular cat form. As you can see, pressing it, it's not gonna stop. But if I use my my one with the stop casting, it's automatically going to stop it and go into cat form if I spam it like this. So instead of going So instead of doing a heal and then running and going away like that, and losing a lot of that time with running without cat form, what you can do is just set it up and go quickly like that. And it's just much faster to get off your forms and a lot of your damage abilities and other things you might want to do instead of just doing healing touch. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier macro for regrowth and healing touch, which looks like this: /cast bracket modifier alt, regrowth, semicolon healing touch. And if you never used a modifier before, you can switch out the alt for something like shift or control if that's easier for you. And what you put before the semicolon is what you're modifying. So as you can see here on my key is the keybind right here. If I want to heal this Blade Master right here, I can just use it normally like I would any key, and it's going to do my healing touch. But if I hold down alt and hit the same key, it's going to do my regrowth. And you don't have to hold down alt the whole time. You can just hold down alt, hit the key, and then you can let go. You don't have to use it for the entirety of the spell. Yeah, so these modifiers are good for a couple reasons. First, you can save on keybind space. Like right now, if I set up all my spells again, I wouldn't have to use as much interface because I would have way less keybinds per spell. And also, more importantly, say you're really good with the A key and the S key and keys around those keys. Well, you can just set up modifier macros for those keys instead of trying to get good with keys you're not good at, like on the right side, the bottom side of your keyboard, or like the number keys. So yeah, you become a little more efficient with your keys by using modifiers. Alright guys, well that's the last macro I tested today for the Resto Druid. If you guys want to see more Restoration Druid macros, just drop a like on the video and I'll know you enjoyed it and I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.